Welcome to Our Money Chats. You can reach us on Twitter at Our Money Chats. You can also send us an email, ourmoneychats@gmail.com. The question today was, should I take a low-paying job? Ever. Should I just take a low-paying job if I want to do that type of work and they're not paying that much? Or if I want to go into a company that I love and they're not paying that much, should I take it? No, you should not. Try to avoid low-paying jobs, because once you get into them, it's very hard to get out. And the reason being, when you do the foot in the door mentality into a company or into a field, a lot of times it's hard to move up. And even if you do move up, they don't really give you $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 raises to get you at the level that, you know, you need to be lifted to. For example, you know, I did take an entry-level position at a company that I was enamored with, and I did move up in the company. However, the raises, I was told, were not, they could not give me like these huge raises or whatnot that would be on par with the market. So that's something you have to think about. Will your company pay you market rate for this job, or will they, you know, are they a low-paying company? So just because you want to be there, just because you like that particular field, let's say you want to, I don't know, be a support person on a medical team. Well, if that medical team is not paying you what you need, then, you know, you may have to do that as a volunteer somewhere and not necessarily as a career. So think about those things when you're just so eager to take a job. The only time I would suggest doing that is if you have absolutely no income coming in whatsoever and you need a position and you're just taking what you can get. And even then, this is why it's so important for people to have a 6-month savings. If you have a job right now and you're working full-time, find a way to put money aside for savings. Because when these jobs fall apart, it's because they do. They fall apart. Things happen. You're going to need that cushion. And you're going to need it in situations where there is a low-paying job that's out there, and you need to be able to say no to that so that you can get the money that you actually need, versus wasting time at a job that's not paying you what you are worth or what the value of that particular job is or what you're bringing to the table. You take that job, you end up wasting time. You cannot walk off that job and go interview. It's very difficult to interview when you have to be at a job 9 to 5. What time are you going to do this? Does your job offer you PTO? Are you senior enough in the company to take time off leisurely? There's just too many factors that are dangerous within that. So do your very best not to take low-paying positions. Do your homework. Look and find out, how much is this job paying on the market? How much does it pay in another city? Not to say you need to move to another city, but just know what others are being paid in the same job that you do at various companies, so that you don't get lowballed into a bad situation. I see it happen all the time. It has happened to me. I've been a victim of it, and I got stuck in a situation for many, many years, and it hurt not just my wallet, but it hurt me with growth and being able to take on other projects, because I was still at a title that was not high enough and the salary wasn't high enough. So, you know, aim high, do the best you can. It's a little tricky. There's a few more components to this. It's not just a matter of, oh, I'm not going to take this low-paying job, or I'm not going to take this low title or whatever. Just assess the situation best you can. Make sure you are getting paid what you are worth and that your title is correct for the assignments that you're doing. I've known people who have been doing IT and digital content and were being called something completely different than what they were actually doing. So let's work on that. Let's make sure we as millennials and others, especially those above us, boomers, you as well, get your money, get what you are worth. Put aside the money so that you have a, pardon me, fuck you fund for people that don't want to pay you what you're worth. If you know on paper you're worth $90,000 and you've got what you have, you've got what you need to prove that you're worth that much, then you don't ever take a low-paying job. We've got to stop this. This is happening entirely too much. I'm pretty sure there are strategies to get people to stay at those low-paying jobs, And we need to make sure we are vigilant as workers and not being taken advantage of. This has been another moment with Our Money Chats. Again, we are on Twitter at Our Money Chats. You can email us, ourmoneychats@gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening.